It's never an easy task to reboot a beloved franchise. It's more difficult when you take that beloved franchise and put your own spin to it. That's the position Ninja Theory was in when making DmC Devil May Cry. If you stay open-minded to this new Devil May Cry, you'll find something great. DmC Devil May Cry is set in its own right and universe, and it is in no way related to the previous Devil May Cry games, thus the new look and take to the series. Dante, with his new look, is a dysfunctional Nephilim, a man that is half demon and angel, living in Limbo City, a city ruled by one demon ruler, Mundus. Mundus has absolute control over the city, and uses his deception and power to take freedom away from the humans. While Dante continues to live his crazy life filled with alcohol, sex, and demon slaying, one girl steps forward to warn Dante that he's being hunted. This story unfolds further as Dante begins to fight back against Mundus in order to bring freedom to mankind. Throughout your journey, you're always fighting in Limbo, the other side of the world that's filled with demons. Playing the first level of DmC will give you that exact impression of this new universe that Ninja Theory has built. The mood is edgier here. While DmC still holds the very gothic tone of the series, the dialogue and setting alone is very outlandish. Dante has an I don't give a shit attitude about everything, and while he does come off as an angry, sex-fueled maniac, he still shows deep care for what he believes in. This makes dialogue throughout have its moments of laughter and somber. This story will satisfy you in many respects. DmC has always had a big focus on combat, stringing your attacks together with multiple weapons and throwing your enemies across the field. This new DmC is no different. When you're in Limbo fighting against hordes of enemies, you'll be open to many options. There's a good assortment of enemies and weapons. While Dante wields classic weapons like the Rebellion Sword and the dual-wielded pistols Ebony and Ivory, he also wields demonic and angelic weapons. These weapons have a good assortment of differences ranging from their combos and damage. One key difference being if the weapon in question is demonic or angelic. Depending on platforming or combat, you simply cannot progress or do damage without using the right weapon, encouraging varying use. Combat is still fun, enjoyable, and complex for those who know what they're doing, but even someone just jumping into DmC will appreciate the way the game can hold your hand if you choose the option for more help. There's a healthy variety of platforming and combat throughout the game, and it has many hidden rooms for you to explore for lost souls or locked doors. Finding keys for the locked doors opens new secret missions for you to play that are set arenas with certain completion conditions. These are fun and really challenging. The story is a little bit on the short end, but it's highly encouraged that you have multiple playthroughs. With the upgrade system, Dante can expand his weapons for increased damage and new moves. The real pull here is the extra modes. After completing the game once, you have the option to play the game in new ways. These extra modes offer different enemy placement and conditions. Modes like Heaven or Hell really remix the game, allowing you and the enemies to die in one hit. With other incentives like level rankings and leaderboards, there's a lot to do in DmC. The real issues that seem to always crop up in DmC seem to be the general polish of the game. The problem being, there is none. There were a lot of moments during my time with DmC where I ran into small and large issues. Smaller issues being inconsistent loading, glitches, and blurry graphics. Loading seemed to show up everywhere, and it took quite a while. Some character models during cutscenes just didn't seem sharp. One large issue is sound. While the soundtrack is filled with fantastic rock and punk-like songs, sound constantly cuts out. During multiple levels, music constantly dropped in and out, and it really took me out of the experience. This is a big problem if you're playing with headphones. Put all these issues together, and it just becomes really bothersome. Hopefully these issues will be addressed in a later patch, but for now, the issues are here. DmC has been rebooted. Passionate fans may still find it hard that the game they fell in love with isn't here, but the game is still great. This new Dante is edgier, crazier, and just as likable. The story has really crazy moments, and you'll be happy with it. There's a lot of replayability here, and it will serve a great challenge for you to fully complete all of it. Though the game is plagued with many noticeable issues. Luckily, it doesn't ruin it completely, because DmC Devil May Cry is awesome.